You're listening to Don't Check Your Brain at the Door, the podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast Don't Check Your Brains at the Door, the podcast where we talk about every single thing we humanly can, and of course this episode is no exception. We're going to try and talk about every single thing we possibly can. If this is your first time listening, I want to say thank you for tuning in. I hope that we can lure you into our family, and if you are returning, welcome back. Glad to see you. Today, I'm going to be talking to 5 pristine guests that I have been looking forward to talking to for years. I've been trying to get all of these people on, or I've been trying to get them to return for this very conversation. So let's just introduce everybody. We've got Crazy Jake. If you've listened to the podcast before, you might know him as my crazy neighbor. He hasn't been on before, but we've referenced him quite a few times, so I'm excited for him to finally be able to explain himself on the show today. We also have the rapper Dog Boy, who's been tearing it up in the SoundCloud scene recently, and his producer, who produced his latest album. We have Greyscale Peacock. Moving on, we have a dentist all the way from Germany joining us. I'm very excited to talk to him, see what they do across the pond, Dr. Jürgen Wolfenstein. And, of course, we cannot forget a returning guest, one of my favorites ever, one of y'all's favorites ever, if you've listened before. We have Professor Dick Diggler. Everybody, I want to say thank you for joining us today. And before we get into the meat and potatoes of all of this, I just have a simple question for you all. How are all of you doing?
Well,
thanks.
I've been doing great, honestly. I've been producing. I was making a new song
video
the other day.
so many different directions.
I was making a song the other day. Excuse me. I was trying to make a song the other day.
Darryl, can you please tell us which one of us should be talking?
Excuse me.
Is that Dog Boy trying to? I told Dog Boy. I told you not to invite that guy on the show. I told you.
Hey! I was making a song the other day. Well, I'm doing great.